Morning. This is a quick video about how I'm studying math. I had a cool little discovery this morning. Probably nothing novel to most of you, but so I'm writing my notes here. I'm reading a textbook, electronic copy of Sheldon Axler's Linear Algebra Done Right. And I'm on the part where he's talking about the definition of vector space. So I'm doing the usual thing, the student, okay, this is what it is. I'm writing definitions down. And I'm thinking, am I really learning this by trying to memorize these definitions? It's an important first step, right? We need to know definition because I will then know exactly what it is I am working with. But I also want to know, what does this mean in a larger context? What am I not working with? Where is an example of when these definitions don't hold up? This is it. The definitions include commutativity, associativity, additive identity, additive inverse, multiplicative identity, and distributive properties. So I looked up using ChatGPT for when do each of these definitions not hold up. I tried to come up with my own first, like just to think, well, so those were pretty easy to do. Like matrices don't commute, and if you have a set that's only odd numbers or natural numbers, then the output is an even number. That's not in the vector space, or if it's negative, it's not. So those are the low-hanging fruit. Those are easy. But then Chat comes out with some crazy stuff that I don't even know, like infinite dimensional linear operators, monoid structures, zero rings. There's different types of algebras and functions. I know what a function was. So a lot of them made sense, and then there was a whole bunch of them that didn't make sense because I didn't know what they were. But the point is, I have the luxury of not having to turn in some homework tomorrow. I don't need to finish this book in 16 weeks or however long your linear algebra course might be. And what I'm doing to help me learn more is to mine into each of these concepts. And not just with definition, but in general. I'm reading Sheldon Axler's book here, and I'm thinking, he lays it out really well. He breaks things down. He provides simple, easy to digest pieces, but then there's the problem of there's something else. I feel like I'm reading something that I should have a greater background in, and I start digging in and I find out abstract algebra is the background for all this. So concurrently with Axler's book, I'm also looking at Schoem's notes and a book of abstract algebra by Charles Pinter, and of course YouTube videos and chat, so that I can shore up my understanding of what I'm missing for linear algebra. Because this is we'll call it pass number 2, because the other passes were all sort of at the same time. So now I'm looking deeper into proofs instead of just trying to do the calculations, because computing stuff is fun, but I didn't really understand what I'm thinking. Now that I think about it, look back on it, I didn't understand what I was doing. And yeah, I can do the computation, but it doesn't add to my understanding to just do more computation. So the second pass, or what would be advanced linear algebra, is now where I dig into the proofs. And ChatGPT is really good if you know how to prompt it and ask the right questions. And so now I've got a greater understanding of what the definition of vector space is. I don't understand a bunch of stuff that a vector space is not, but I am clear now that it's a specific definition of what a vector space is. And so I suppose the lesson of this video, or what I'm trying to communicate, is to ask the questions. What is something and what is not, especially with going deeper into mathematics, because yes, you accept things on their own terms in the beginning, but then to understand it better, you must understand it in general and be able to explain it, teach it, break it down, see where it applies. Anyway, have a great day.